Yeah. It was really good.
So feel free to grab a drink or some food if you want.
Yeah.
How's it going, Nick?
Pretty good. Welcome to Minnesota.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Yeah. How was the drive over?
Yeah.
Even if it's not my best work, it's work. I got it done. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Very well. And I just started using Cubase.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got Cubase for this one.
Everybody's telling me switch over to Cubase.
It's a good one.
Good.
It's really growing on me. That was a studio one thing. It's kind of pretty much.
It's still an old part of music quality.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man. That's an
Audio's live.
I'll come and sit down, make it quick with my big old self.
Okay, introduce yourself to the world here, and feel free to step into the light.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There you go.
spotlight, yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for submitting submitting to the composing challenge. We're just going to talk about film and movies and music and what we love to do. So, you all know, actually everyone knows us already, Quarkestra as a silent film orchestra, and we write new original scores to classic silent films. So we just played last night at the Lagoon in Minneapolis. We're headed to St. Cloud tomorrow and Saturday at the Gnarly Bard, and then playing in La Crosse on Sunday and Monday. So yeah, spread the word to friends if you know anyone in the area. And we're doing both Phantom of the Opera this year and Nosferatu. So brand new scores to both of those. And of course, we're doing this composing challenge again. So it's really the same format as last year, where we picked a clip from a movie that we have performed before. So last year we did a clip from The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, and this year it was a clip from Meetup. And last year, John Altenberg actually ended up being selected as our guest composer. So John wrote a rocking scene for the rooftop of the Paris Opera House in Phantom of the Opera. And then we learned that scene that John wrote and performed it live, recorded it, and we'll be releasing it on our Phantom of the Opera score that'll come out next year.
Cool.
So yeah, thank you very much for wanting to do
A
that.
lot of fun, thank you.
So this year, for Metropolis, we picked a 1-minute scene. It's a cool scene where Rockvang, the inventor, is transferring the consciousness of Hel, a woman, into a robot that he has made. And she becomes this evil robot and just, it goes crazy. But it's a really fun scene. So we had 5 different composers submit compositions for the challenge. And we had a really hard time, again, choosing a winner for the challenge. They were all different formats, from more, some were more sound effect heavy, some were, I would say, like more of a modern orchestral interpretation, some more combination. But if it's okay with you all, I'd love to just check out all the submissions and see what everybody did.
Should we turn that way on? But no.
Sure. Yeah, is it like backlighting?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a switch on top of the button. It's old school.
So technically, we actually had 6 submissions. This person, Mauro, submitted 2 different versions. So went
It's a cheater.
over the top. But here is Mauro's version 1. that one was very polished and yeah, it felt like a movie that I would be seeing in the theater, like an action movie for a release. Here is Mauro's version 2. Different approach, also awesome. Fit the scene really well.
Do you have any backstory on these different composers, or do they submit bios or anything?
Yeah, a little bit. I know Mauro is from Italy. It sounds like he does a lot of work. It sounds like Mauro does a lot of work with silent films already, and he has several compositions of new scores for classic silent films, sort of like we're doing. It sounds like he overall has an orchestra, like a string orchestra approach to most of those. And I think he's a pianist as well. But yeah, he's very active.
Was this his first time he submitted to this?
Yes. I think John and Nick were the only repeat.
Huh?
Peter.
Yeah, desperate.
We're the local boys.
The veterans.
This next one is from Anthony Landman from Indiana, I believe. Thanks to Anthony, that was just a really lush piano and string score. This one is John's. I have to say, we were watching this one and being like, "Whoa, we could, yeah, like, Jimmy can play that part. Like, I think we can cover that." And they're like, "Oh yeah, John has worked with us directly already and knows what instruments we play." So yeah, awesome work.
Thanks.
This next one is from Stephanie Henry, who I think is also a Minneapolis composer. That one's just fantastic too, all of these. Yeah, we're really inspired that you all took the time to submit and work on these compositions. We love that Stephanie's combined sound effects and electronic sounds, as well as the music, ostinatos, and kind of subtle musical influences to create a soundscape. So that one rocks you. And last but not least, Nick. Thank you so much.
It's fun.
All of these are incredible. You all are making it really hard. And we thought that yours, Nick, was just so well timed with build-ups and hits.
Thanks.
We love all of you. And I was wondering if both of you, since you're here, would be willing to talk about some of your approach and how you decided to do what you did.
Go ahead. I don't remember what I did.
I think Jeff is going to ask you to.
Oh, I'll speak loud.
This is John. I had the kind of the prog rock one. And the only reason for that approach is when I was a kid, I saw the Metropolis was released in the early 80s to a rock score.
Mhm.
So that's what the first thing that came into my mind. It was all Queen and Bowie and a whole bunch of bands back then. So I thought, so when I see Metropolis, I always think of rock because that's how I originally saw it as a kid. So that was my approach. It's like, how can I do that with fun? So that's what I did.
Yeah, you can do that influence for sure.
Your turn.
Yeah, I didn't have really a plan. I just started with sound effects and it's kind of just the ambiance and just making sure I had a environment to work within. And then things started happening. And it kind of made sense to stick with electronic and synth related and just make it noisy and really like dissonant and uncomfortable because it looked like it was something bad was happening. You know, like I had built some intensity toward the end. So it was just kind of going with the vibe, get the feelings, but still kind of throw some sound effects so we felt like you're really in it. It's not just music and tonal stuff. So I had fun with it because that's not normally what I do. So I think it was a chance just to turn some nods.
Awesome. Yeah. Which platforms did you both use for writing?
I did it all in Cubase this time around.
I'm an old guy. I'm still using Digital Performer. So I still use that.
What do you like about each of those in comparison?
Well, I've only seen Cubase being worked, but it's kind of like, to me, I think it's the number one DAW out there right now. I'm just still stuck in my ways with Digital Performer. I'm so used to it, I can work with it really fast.
Yeah.
And it suits my needs, even though it slows down my computer, as I've been constantly seeing. But I've been using it for so long. I'm just comfortable how I got my templates all set up, so I can just create a template and go, and everything's right there.
Cool.
And I use a lot of Ozone plugins for mixing and mastering, and with the new AI stuff built into it, it's like, why do I even need to pay a mixer anymore? So it really makes you get really good professional quality now, and all of the DAWs do it now. So just pick one.
Yeah, I tend to be really plug-in heavy, so they kind of work with any DAW. So those are really portable, and then the DAWs just kind of add to your workflow a little bit. I'm pretty happy with Cubase. I'm kind of new to it, but it's been a good change.
I'm planning on switching. Just gotta do it.
Yeah, I've been curious. I've mostly been using Ableton lately, but I'm still pretty new to the plugin world and like just keep trying to add stuff and make it sound better.
I collect more plugins than my wife does with shoes. So I just have way more.
Saying something.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, well, Jimmy, do you want to talk at all about how you were choosing something?
Sure,
Or talk about what you do in Quarkestra or anything?
Hey y'all, I'm Jimmy Jones, and I believe we all met last year. I play guitar in Quarkestra. It was super fun. Last year, unfortunately, I was unable to. I've some roots in Minnesota, shallow roots, and I met some friends. And so I missed the watching last year, so I really enjoyed seeing everyone's submissions. It was really fun. And we really struggled. In fact, we watched most of the submissions 2-3 times.
Nice.
Yeah. I think everybody did good jobs, and everybody brought like very different voice to it, all while kind of maintaining the creepy flavor of it all. You want me to keep going? I wasn't prepared. I'm kind of in awe of what you all do, because I just come about music very differently. I picked it up because I'm a fan of it, a fan of seeing it performed. So a lot of what I've learned is by ear. And so, it's just really cool. It's cool seeing the submissions and hearing them and being exposed to it. It's all just, being exposed to Christine's compositions, all been very beneficial as a musician.
What do you pay attention to when you listen? Like what kind of stands
Man,
out?
like, it's funny, we talked in the band a couple times, like how much I struggle with musical adjectives because they're so imprecise. I've never really been good at quantifying it. It just tickles something. Like, to me, music is almost magic, right? Like the way that it can inspire emotions and make you feel. And, you put two very different songs or compositions of that scene and have it feel very, very differently. And I just think that's really cool. But I can't quantify what it is that, gets me personally.
But you feel it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
There's I like, and, I'm constantly fascinated with music. I often have the conversation how there's no right or wrong taste in music because it's so personal. It's such a personal thing. So
Yeah, we were listening to like not only not specifically if we thought that this composition could be played by Quarkestra per se, because this person would be writing a whole different composition for us to play live, but more if we thought their vibe either fit or complemented something that we were doing, or just spoke to us, felt like it cracked some sort of code in the scene. So, like variety of use of sounds, timing and fitting, at least a little mini arc of the scene, and also just that unquantifiable, like, does it tickle us personally as a band? So, in the end, we chose Stephanie Henry's composition for her to be a guest composer if she will take us for 2026. Hers was kind of a combination of sound effects, electronic music, or electronic effects and electronic music. And it sounds like she's a combination of hip hop writer and classical. So we'll be reaching out to Stephanie and hope that she's interested. One more thing I realized I was going to do that I didn't quite set this up, but we did record our Quarkestra version of Metropolis, so we can play the Quarkestra scene that we performed over top of that same scene.
Nice.
This reminds me of fucking. You ever seen that movie?
no.
It's really solid.
So is the '80s one? Is it original music or is it just Queen?
Well, it's a whole bunch of just.
But tunes.
It's like a gigantic music video. They just played one song after another song in certain scenes.
I think with these movies, everybody's intention is to stay from any music associated with it. Stay away from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Transformation.
Just the scene.
Yeah, this will probably fit slightly longer than the scene.
Mm.
So fun.
So obviously that wasn't synced up with the scene of the film, but that was one of the themes that we did from Metropolis. And yeah, our whole Metropolis score is on Bandcamp and Spotify and all the places if you ever want to check it out. So I think that's all that I have really. But congrats to Stephanie, and if you all want to hang out and talk music and movies, we'd love to.
Cool.
Have you guys ever thought about taking on Wizard of Oz?
Redoing Wizard of Oz, that's a big ask.
I've just heard. I haven't heard the Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh,
thing
yeah,
about
I
it,
was just
so-
gonna say.
But I was
Neither
imagining
have I actually.
Pink Floyd can sort of be hacked, put on it. Maybe
Yeah,
you guys could do that too.
It worked.
it works.
Does
It,
Is it-
absolutely
Yeah,
had to have been in
It
it.
timed with the roar first time.
I mean, there's like the lyrics line up in spots. Like
Oh, wow.
when money comes in is when the exact moment it goes to color.
Oh, really?
It's great.
I never knew that.
Could be it.
We haven't really tried any talking movies.
I don't know how with ones with dialogue, if there's a soundtrack already, how you can pull that off.
I mean,
Yeah. You gotta
that's what everybody else
Voice
does.
actors.
We just have it easy
Yeah.
because we have a blank slate
Yeah.
and we can play whatever we want.
Right.
Well, there's some, back to the world of AI, there's some great tools we use to just strip all that out.
Yeah, I mean that's what they
Yeah.
use for that Beatles documentary.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It just blows your mind.
Nick, when you were doing your composition, I thought about that scene in Blade Runner 2049 when they're
Oh.
crashed on the beach,
Oh,
and the ship is getting flooded.
Oh,
It just felt like I just
Yeah.
was it was reminiscent of that soundtrack to me a little bit, and
interesting.
sort of that because you had some really almost caustic sounds in there,
Yeah.
which I liked, and it felt a little bit more, maybe more violent than some of the other scores.
Screechy.
But it's really rumbly too.
Yeah, I had to put some bass, something low end in there. Yeah, that's fun.
It's definitely a wide variety of composers. That's cool.
Oh, and Filmscore Fest signups are November 4th.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I'd love to hear more about what you two are up to lately and
what are you up to?
move forward, really.
I don't know.
Writing and filmmaking and
Just doing normal stuff.
Working. Well, I'm combining two loves.
Filmscore Fest is now concluding its programming day. Please join us again next month for another meetup. Thank you.
I'm writing up